Hello, World INLIGHT Partners. This is Stéphanie Rottet, and I'm very happy to have this little quick session, 5, 10, 15 minutes, depending on what's coming for us. But basically, it's in support of our practice this month, which is play more. Why do we get into a practice that it sounds so easy? But it is because what's going on out there is quite heavy, it's quite intense, and the more constrained we are, the more we forget to play and to have a good vibe and good energy, and the tougher it is to stay with our high vibration. So really playing more is adding some fuel and some light and increasing our vibration so that we can remain strong for who we are and what we're here to create. It is easy to fall in the trap of fear, right? And in the trap of this, like, oh my God, it's so heavy, and then we lose hope. We lose we lose our energy. We lose our creativity. We lose the connection with the divine and with our source. So playing is actually adding something like that. Now I'm going to share something really intimate here. I just got back from my walk in nature, and I was crying. I was crying because I was feeling the sadness that I had. I had a really tough, intense week. I lost two beautiful beings that were part of my life and passed this week, and I just needed to process. But then as I was walking in nature, I was like, how can I use those tears and play with them? Please play with the tears, play with the feelings and the emotions I have, and play with the trees and nature and the smells and the sounds that were all around me. So it was really about connecting my beingness and my sadness to what's going on outside. So let's be real here. It's impossible to always be upbeat and everything, right? So now the important thing is, when we're here in service to the world, is to forget about our little wounds and poor me, you know, I'm not doing well, and still going out there and serve. So when I came back, I changed the energy. So I went, you know, washed and put myself in nicer gear, a little bit of lipstick, and make myself feel good. And now I'm here to serve you. So this is also an art of being playful, is to understand that we are dancing with lots of emotions, or dancing with lots of things going on in the world, but we can park that and then replug and come back to who we are in the moment, and then play with that energy. So I want to be playful with you as well. So a few things were coming as well during the walk. Some of you shared that you're actually, I was asking, you know, what did you do with the practice? How did you play more this week? And some of you said, well, I play when I go, you know, and do my jog. So it's great, and it's great when you play and do things that you normally do. But the invitation here is to push a little bit harder and to really find ways that you're not necessarily doing already or all the time. So for example, it can be, you know, some of you shared like, oh, I put some gloves on and I started to paint and I got creative, and this is really cool, right? So you're becoming more playful in a way that is very unique, and it's taking you out of your normal life. This is the essence of the practice, how you can add more juice and maybe reconnect with ways and energies in you that you had maybe forgotten. So this is one of the ways you can do that. I want to talk about how you can do it. So sorry, let's be really paying attention to not be playful in the ways that we're already doing, right? So be outside of your box and find ways to play differently. Number two is, how can we be more playful in our relationships? So if you guys are single, how can you be more playful with yourself and just open to maybe be a little bit silly and do things that you normally don't do, and be playful with some friends and you know, some potential partners? Be more playful, be more you, your joyful childlike energy, right? Using that and offering that energy to the potential partners that you want to meet, or, you know, if you go on a date, be more playful, be more of you, okay? Not so much with the parameters of, oh, I gotta be this way, I gotta say that way, thing, and blah, you know, it's like, those are games, but those are not the right games, right? If you're in a relationship, how can be more playful in your relationship? Maybe you can be more I don't know, like flirtatious. Maybe you can play games, you can set rendezvous, and you can maybe play with the pillows again, have a fight with a pillow fight. Maybe you can run after each other within your apartment, your house, go in the garden and play, play, find ways to play, dance, be silly, sing. So there's lots of ways. And in relationships in general, even with family members or neighbors, to really get out there and be you. So yesterday I was invited for a barbecue at some friends with whom I didn't know, and some of them, obviously, I knew the person who invited me, but when I got there, I didn't know the person. I got there, I said, "Woohoo! Life is good!" And I'm like so joyful and wanting to really bring an energy that is playful. So, and then we started to play soccer in the yard. It was like, just be silly, be childlike, reconnect with that energy. When we are in that energy, what it does, it replugs us to the divine. It replugs us to our essence, and we can create easier. If we are into a business, or you're an employee, but you want to bring that energy, you can be more on in whatever you're doing. You're bringing creativity, you're bringing your own juice again, right? So not the juice of fear, of contraction, but a juice that is open and is very abundant. So that's how we want to create. Okay, so overall, we've looked at the relationships, with our in our relationships, in our business relationships, and then of course it affects our energy with us, the relationship with our own health, our own cells, and all of that joy that we bring from this moment of playfulness. It's fueling, it's revigorating our cells and our muscles, our members. Like everything is enlightened, right? With that freshness, with that joyful playfulness. So yeah, how can you play more this week? How can you really not just say, okay, well, it's a fun practice and I'll think about it, and don't play just when it's tough. Choose to be playful all the time. Like, for example, tonight here, it's like 8 o'clock at night here in Switzerland. And, how can I be playful? And it may be being playful with just going and going to bed early and just to ask for my dreams to come. How can I be playful doing it? Maybe I can pull cards. Maybe I can write a poem. Maybe I can listen to a nice song. Find ways that are really bringing joy into your spirit, joy into your heart, and then you'll allow things to be creative. And I also want to say, because I see Terry, thank you. Yeah, yes, play. Play. I want to talk about being playful with business partners. Earlier today, I had a wonderful meeting with people from Australia, from the US, from Portugal, and me here in Switzerland. And what came through this playfulness that we allowed to transpire during the call, it was to really allow others to be just as they are. And in business, not suppress anything. It's time now where we're no longer trying to be constrained and in a box, to fit something, to fit a program, to fit a group, or to do anything. You don't have to fit anywhere. You just have to be aligned and being playfully you, joyfully and playfully. Play. So the big message during this meeting today was about allowing each one of us to be as bright, and to not worry if the message is going to fit with another program or another group. It's like, just be you. Bring your essence. This is the new dimension of business. Stop trying to be something. Stop trying to do things that you think are going to be liked by others. Who cares? There are always people that are going to love you and people who are going to hate you, and in between. But what is important is God and the universe, the source, Allah, Buddha, whatever you call it, will love you and support you when you're true to yourself, and when you're joyfully, playfully you. Then that creates even more energy. So that's the key here. If you want to create more and have more fun, more passion, more juice, more energy, allow yourself to be playful and to be joyful. All right, so let's really play more this week. And I invite you to share in the comments on the post here. Share some ideas, what you've done. Maybe it inspires somebody. Maybe somebody says, oh, I had totally forgotten I can draw. I have scissors. I can do some décollage, and I can do some crazy things and being really creative. So let's share inspirations. And I thank you very much. I wish you a wonderful day, night, wherever you are, morning, and I see you next week, same time. All right, cheers, bye.